Toolin and Foolin, yeah, we laughing on the mic, though.
Toolin and Foolin, yeah, we laughing on the mic, though.
Like, comment and subscribe, keep rocking with the show.
Welcome to Toolin and Foolin. I'm uniquely_Brittany. To my left, I have LSX Rocket.
Hey, what up?
And we have a guest today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. For Instagram, at producerrachel Giordano, because I am a producer. I'm a multimedia producer, digital producer, podcast producer, TV, radio, all of the things. And so
Amazing.
I prepared and watched your episodes.
All of them?
How many?
No.
I was going to say all of them because we got quite a few episodes.
I can lie. Like, totally no. Probably the latest 5.
Okay.
And I just noticed that I love you so much because you stay in this space of being casual, but nobody can hear you because you're not talking into the mic.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's what we're practicing with you today.
I did see that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I'm always saying something like off the wall.
Yeah, or off, but off mic.
But it's off the mic.
Yes. So we
like
practice today. No, I don't.
Oh.
She wants you. She
I
wants
want to
you
hear you.
Oh, you want to hear
I'm an audiophile. So when I can't hear something the way it's supposed to be presented, it bothers me. So you have a beautiful mic. Shure mics are great mics. You spent money on those mics. I know you did. Right?
Thanks. Yeah.
But if we're not utilizing them correctly and nobody can hear you, what's the point? So today,
So you should go back to our earlier episodes.
No, I don't. Should I or not?
I think you should start from maybe start from the beginning.
Why?
Just to see
our growth.
Yeah. Or honestly, I told him I
Just
think
the
the
first
beginning
one,
is.
maybe.
I think the beginning ones are better. Those are my favorite ones.
You think that what? So we got worse? Thank you for telling everybody who just started following.
I don't think we got worse. I just feel like in the beginning, it was just like we just jumped in.
It was more natural.
Yeah, we just jumped in.
And now you're thinking about it. What is the topic we're going to do?
And in the beginning, I didn't know he was going to ask me to be his co-host.
So you didn't care.
I just came on as a guest. So
she had been asking to be a guest for a while. She was already thinking about being a co-host.
I was not thinking.
It was already. Yeah.
He already had like 2 co-hosts.
They
so I was
suck.
like, yeah, I'll come on as a guest.
They know they do. I tell these people this stuff to their face. Like they weren't the greatest.
How many episodes in though before you broke up with that co-host? Oh, there goes. That's the thunder.
Oh, I was about to say, what is
thunder? Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, I would be scared. We're in the basement. And that's what it's.
I thought that was something upstairs. If
No,
I'm like,
we may lose
what is
power, and that's okay.
Yeah, that would be insane. We do have candles lit, and we all have flashlights on our phones. We'll make it out.
See,
Do not
I love
panic,
it.
okay?
At least the candles are lit. Okay.
We're probably in the safest space to be, so it's all good.
Yeah, I
very
feel like
true.
episode 1, he already didn't have a co-host.
How many episodes in before
me and
you like when you had to break up with that co-host, did you leave it longer than you should have? Because I think a lot of times in relationships we stay longer than we need to.
Absolutely.
Because we're scared of being uncomfortable and having that uncomfortable conversation.
I don't think Zach was on the phone, so it was literally a conversation of, hey, we need to grow. We want to do different things, and we kept giving him ideas like, can you do this? Can we do segments? Can we make it make sense? And his answer was, what did he say, Zach? It was literally just no.
I know, but
and I was like, then go do your own show.
Okay.
She more so mean like, what episode was it when you was like,
this is not going to work.
3,
I never
2, 1.
But no, because I think a lot of people can learn from this. Number one, podcasting is another job, and I don't think people realize that. So everyone that's like, oh, I think we should start a podcast, I tell them just go live, go live on your phone. Don't worry about all of this, because the post production too is a whole other thing that you have to think about. When you go live, it's done, it's posted, it's out the door. And I don't think people understand. Like you actually by probably episode 5, you're done just chit chatting, and then you're like, oh fuck, what the fuck are we gonna talk about?
We gotta start thinking.
You gotta start thinking, and nobody understands how do you think about content, not in the way of short form, but in the way of long form that can then be utilized for short form.
I feel like you're interviewing us.
It is good. Like, whoa.
Ask us more.
I will.
Well, we had nothing on the board, so.
No, I have it up here. I don't need that board.
But it's a thing, right? Because, and you know this, like you had to make today work, right? Like it was according to my schedule. So thank you both for doing that. Yeah. I hate anything after 2:00. I can't. I'm not driving in the dark, and I'm not driving an hour away. But like, on
But
a
every
weekend
time
afternoon, I'm
we
good.
record, I got to try to make it work because
Yeah,
I have
to.
young kids, so I
Yes.
always got to try to make it work.
But that's the thing. If you want to do it, you will, right? What do we always say now? Like, if he wants to, he will. Like, if you want to, you will.
For sure.
And I think what a lot of times happens is one co-host is more into it than the other co-host. Yeah. And then you always just feel like you're pulling this horse to water.
Oh yeah. I do feel like we do work good together.
I think it's great. And you can tell on the air, like you can tell in the podcast episodes that you guys definitely vibe together really, really well.
Yeah. I feel like we get along really good. I feel like neither one of us like come up with an idea and the other one shoots it down. Like I feel like it's like, okay, we could try that. You know?
But that's the best thing. Like, yes, and have you ever taken an improv class?
Oh,
so improv is all about yes and.
Right.
Like, no but is not the way to live your life. Always live in yes and, because you never know what's going to happen. Where did the title Toolin and Foolin come from? Because I've seen some of the episodes where you put tools out and you have people try to guess what the tools are.
Okay. So I build cars. I do a lot of constructive things. Like, I'm just always into something. So, but mostly I build cars. So Toolin Foolin. I was at a shop in the east side of Detroit, and it was just, I was like, all these people that are randomly walking into this shop that like shouldn't be in here. It was just characters, and I was like, all these people was just like, we just really come here. We're just tooling and fooling around, but things get done. And then it was like, we should start a podcast.
That's how they all start.
Because he started with
the owner of the shop, and he didn't get rich in like 3 weeks, so he was like, I'm out.
No, this is a slow burn. Unless it's really niched.
Yeah.
It's just a slow burn.
People think, you know how many people think we already make money?
Oh my God, I love that. So funny.
Like, people really,
so bro.
we were out of town.
Like,
so we would go up to people and ask them, like, do you watch podcasts? We have a podcast. So I asked this guy in the store, like, do you guys, like, I would like for you to follow my podcast, check it out. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, can you buy my stuff? Like, could I buy his stuff at the store? Like, and we were at Ralph Lauren. Right. You want me to buy this arm? No. I'm like, no, don't subscribe.
Then that's the thing that I try to explain to everybody, because I help people create this, right? I help them create sets. I help them create all the things.
Sure did.
And when you...
Thanks, Rachel.
What he's referring to is that, notice they're now sitting next to each other, and then they have a cast of characters off camera that nobody can see. But Myron was always looking off camera, and then you couldn't hear him anymore. So now he can see everything that's in front of him at all times. And the microphone is still in front of his face. So we love that.
They can hear me the whole time now.
Yes.
It's crazy that this works this way.
Right.
Just angles.
Oh.
She must be good at geometry. Amazing.
But when you set somebody up with this situation, it's usually by like the third episode that they're like, oh my God, this really is hard work. Yeah. And this is costing money, right? Like, sometimes I'm like, if you still have the Amazon boxes, return the stuff, because if you're not going to keep doing this, it's not worth it. It's just going to sit there. Yeah. It's a lot of work.
So, Rachel, I have a question for you. So, what made you want to get into producing or being, like that person at being into all of this? Like, what made you want to do that?
I've known who and what I would be doing when I was 4 years old.
Oh,
wow. The year was 1980, like 1979, 1980. My mother had a full-time corporate job. And back then, women didn't really have that. They maybe had like a side hustle, maybe a part-time job, but not like a full-time corporate job. And she didn't understand how she was supposed to work a 9 to 5 and also clean the house, do the dishes, get the groceries, sew the fucking clothes. Like, she was just like, this is insane. Why is this still expected of us? The world didn't change to meet the demands of women working. Women working lived in that patriarchal creation of this is how we work, right? Because men can just go to work 9 to 5 and not worry about all that other shit because someone else is taking care of it. And so she wrote to Eyewitness News, Channel 7 Eyewitness News in New York City. It was a huge deal, and basically said, I don't understand how I'm supposed to do this. How are women doing this? Can you please do a story on it? And they picked her story because the lead host on the nightly news was a woman.
Okay.
And she was going through the same thing where it's like, I don't know. Like, how are we all not burnt out?
I still don't know in 2026.
Right. I don't know either. It's a conversation that I've had with my mom too, of like
I mean, I do all this. Like, who
Single
else
mom
is
who
doing
works 2 jobs.
Yeah.
I'm
You
going
got
to
it
chop
all.
him in the throat.
Same.
So when the camera crew came and the wires were everywhere and we had to pretend it was night when it was day and get in our pajamas because they weren't going to follow the whole day. We were just going to, they knew kind of what the shots they wanted. And then through the interview, they sort of used that B-roll of the day to match the interview. And I was fascinated because like, oh shit, we can just make shit up and people just believe it, right? Like, and it wasn't like we were making up what was going on. The crux of the story was always the same, but you know, people didn't know it was nighttime when I was pretending to wake up in my pajamas to go to school. You know what I mean? And like, I was like, wow, people believe the story you're telling them.
Right.
And I knew immediately, probably because of the candy they gave me, I want to be in television. Like, I want to do this. I want to be behind the scenes and make this magic happen, and candy. Like, yeah. Give a chunky kid candy. And like, that's it. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And so cut to being in college. I went to Fordham University, Lincoln Center campus. So Lincoln Center, like Central Park was my campus in New York City, and everything was there at the time. MTV was huge at the time. Yeah. The View had just started. So The View on ABC had just started, and there were a couple of other big shows. And I was like, well, I got to intern because you can't get experience without a job and you can't get a job without experience. And I was like, okay, well, I have to intern. I applied for MTV and I applied for The View. And The View got back to me first, and I started interning for The View, and then that was it. I was like, but it was the first week they were on the air, so nobody really knew, right? Like I knew who Barbara Walters was, but I was like, who the hell are these other ladies? Like I didn't, like there was no starstruckness because I was like, I don't know who these people are.
Who were the first ones?
Meredith Vieira, Joy Behar, Star Jones, and Debbie Matenopoulos.
I know Star Jones.
They're all here.
The other people, I'm like,
you're like, who? Right. So Joy Behar is a comedian. She's the only one that's still on the show.
Maybe I know her face.
You would know her if you saw
it.
Exactly. But now like the show it's just a completely different show than it was back then. And I knew like this is what I want to do. Yes. Honestly, I left because it wasn't evolved into what it is now. When I had worked my way up to like intern to producer, I also worked for the Barbara Walters specials, which we can talk about because that's where I got like one-on-one time with Barbara. But at the time, it was like fashion shows and like the same, Tom Bergeron for the 100th time as an interview. He used to host like I think America's Funniest Home Videos or something. Tom Bergeron, like right. You would know him if you saw his face.
What's the guy's name from Full House?
That's Bill Saget. I don't even know anymore.
Like back,
but like
Bob
it's just
Saget.
Right. Bob Saget, Bill Saget. Sorry, he's passed away. Love you, and super funny. But it was just like, I loved Hot Topics, and I didn't understand why Hot Topics was just 1 or 2 segments. It's like, this is what people love the most. They can get fashion shows and makeovers and all that other stuff from daytime TV, but they don't get this from daytime TV. Right. And so now that's literally all they do is a whole show of Hot Topics. And so, I was ahead of my time, maybe you could say, but it was just one of those things where I was like,
but if they would have listened to you,
no one's going to listen to a 19-year-old intern. No one gives a shit.
Just imagine.
No matter how good ideas,
but it had to evolve. I mean, it goes back to the beginning of our conversation is like everything evolves and that's okay. We have to all just be willing to pivot. And sometimes people aren't willing.
Because talking about evolving, how do you feel about this new like cancel culture? Like everybody, you do one wrong thing and then everybody wants to cancel you. Like, how do you feel about that?
I guess it really depends on what it is, because is that one wrong thing really who you are in your heart? Or is that one wrong thing just a moment in time, right?
So like a lot of times when you see it, it's just like maybe like a one-off, or like they said one wrong thing, but they didn't even, that's not who they are.
It depends. Like that can be on so many different levels.
Yeah.
Right. And so I feel like that's like such a tough conversation to have, because is it really who they are? Is that what their ethics and morals are?
I feel like people don't even let them show who they are. They're like, oh, they did that. That's who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to cancel them.
I think going back in somebody's like Instagram or their Snapchat or something and being like, they said this in like, the year 2015 and that's a little weird to me, because we evolve as people too. It doesn't necessarily mean who I am. But if that's who you are and that's like who you really truly are deep down inside, then it's like, do we really want?
Give me an example of who you think, like who deserves to be canceled or who shouldn't?
So during Me Too, there were a couple of people that came out that said, well, this guy hit on me once, or like, There was stories of one of the comedians had female comedians masturbate in front of him. So like that story came out. And then there were racist tweets that came out from people. And it's like, again, like if you are so callous and can say something so racist, is that really what's in your heart?
Right.
You just mask every day so people don't know what you really feel.
Now something like that, I was gonna say something, because something like that, I could see, but like
it depends on what it is. It
I
really
feel like,
does.
So I said that because I feel like everybody knows the whole ordeal with Chris Brown and Rihanna, right?
Yeah, yes.
When they were younger,
yes.
Right? Nobody really knows what happened in that scene, right? Nobody knows. Everybody just going based off of what Rihanna said, right? Nobody really knows because nobody was there but Rihanna and Chris Brown. But I feel like, Chris Brown I forgot what happened to him. I don't know if he did jail time or whatever he did, but it's like still to this day, people like want to cancel him because of that one mistake he made with Rihanna.
I mean, is it only a one mistake though? Was he abusive towards her?
I'm saying there's no other, to our knowledge, there's no
Right.
other ones that came out.
I
Right?
think in the music world it's hard too.
Yeah.
They like good and evil. There's no in between. There's no middle ground, and there's really no redemption. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, we love a redemption story, but we also love to bury somebody even more.
we love both. The same.
Because they did the same thing to Mike Vick too.
With the dogs.
With the dogs, because people love dogs. I love dogs.
He needs to hug more puppies.
But I just feel like that was a point in his life. Yes, that's who he was at that, but he evolved, right?
I don't know. Did he?
It seems like he did.
Or does he not want to get in trouble again? Like that's the other
that
thing
could
is,
be true.
did they evolve or did
No, she's
like,
saying like, does he not want to do that no more? Because it's like, oh shit, I got
because
caught
there's
and I got in
consequences to
But
your
it's not
actions.
public. Like, they would never publicize. You know what I'm saying? They never do a show about Mike Vick's redemption.
trouble. No.
I mean,
From
but
the
again,
doghouse
but it
to the
shouldn't.
penthouse.
But you shouldn't also be going through redemption for that story. You should just be doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
Right, because
right? Like Chris Brown shouldn't
doesn't
hit
make
other
money.
women because it's not the right thing to do. He
Domestic violence class with Chris
Michael
Brown.
Vick, right?
Like, how do you redeem yourself? Because once you've been canceled, that's the bad part. We won't get to see it. Like, people they're close by, they might see changes in them, but the public, you never get to see it. We only get to see the downfall, the bury.
Right.
Yeah.
No digging yourself back out there.
Anybody in public, don't do stupid shit.
Don't do not in public.
No, really.
Somebody's always watching. That's the other thing. Is like
Always.
nowadays, someone is always
Especially
watching.
when you're in that limelight. Like when you're on a scene like that, you got to watch everything you're doing. Like, I feel like I'm kind of like you. Like, I feel like I kind of always wanted to be in like radio or TV. I feel like when I was younger, I didn't really know, how to go about it. I just knew, let me try to go to Specs Howard. Let me try to do this. Let me try to do that.
Howard School of Broadcasting Arts.
Yeah, I
remember that commercial.
That's how you can get
I really wanted
internships too, right?
Yeah,
To help. I had a
so-
lot of Specs Howard interns.
That's all I knew, So it was just like, I've always wanted to do that. So I was like, oh, well, I can't get on the radio with that. Can't get on the TV. Like, I'm like, I want to be a news anchor. I'm like, I wanted to like be in front of somebody and talk. So I used to do like
But
plays
that's like
and stuff.
the beauty of where we're at now. And this is why Hollywood is losing so much money is you don't need someone to greenlight you. You don't need someone to say, I pick you. Right. You literally take your phone and you start talking and doing news reports. Do a live every day if you want to, right? You just do it yourself.
There's no gatekeepers
There's
anymore.
no gatekeepers.
We have access to everybody.
100%. And it just, marketing is, I think, the biggest missing piece for everybody. Because when it comes to marketing, it's like, okay, now I have to pay Meta thousands of dollars for people to see.
Because I've been telling them like this whole time, I'm like, everything, like we have a show, we have to market it.
Yes.
I said, we could have the best show in the world, we got the worst show in the world. Nobody knows if they don't know.
But that's for everything. I've written a children's book, and by the time I was done with production, I had no money for marketing. So I had to literally do everything organically, which is on my own, like put out as many videos as possible. So like literally it doesn't even matter what niche it is. If you don't have money for marketing, if you've made it all this way, you wrote the book, you made the movie, whatever, and there's zero money for marketing, no one's going to see it.
Yeah.
And Meta stole our audiences, right? Like back in the day, we created these audiences around our communities and followers, and they stole it. 1% of your organic reach sees your stuff. So if you have like 200 followers, 1% of that's nothing. So when people say like, oh, no one's seeing my stuff, because no one's actually seeing your stuff. They have suppressed it. They made $36 billion last year in advertising dollars alone. Why would they just stop doing that? Right? So for people to see your stuff, you now, yes, have to understand Meta's back end, and you have to pay them. The minimum ad spend for Meta, for somebody to see it, don't boost posts, you're wasting your money. Your minimum ad spend is $3,000 now. It used to be like $1,500. Now people are saying you need at least $3,000 a month towards ads to do anything. Do you have an extra $3,000 a month to market the show? Right. So like how it's just this big cycle you're in of how am I going to get sponsors and brands if I don't have more followers, but I can't get more followers because I can't market the show, but I need more sponsors and brands to pay money for marketing to get more sponsors. It's insane. It's a huge cycle. So you just have to keep rolling, and you're doing the best that you can with the shorts. Like shorts are incredible. They're usually that audience will stay in short form. They're not necessarily going to go over to the podcast, but why YouTube is good that you have your long form on YouTube is because it's owned by Google. And so you have that automatic SEO, search engine optimization. So when you Google anything, what are the first 3 things that pop up? Have you ever paid attention? YouTube videos are the first 3 things that pop up. So if anybody's actually Googled, have you ever Googled yourself to see? Yeah.
I should have. You would think so, but no.
So whoever's putting up who actually posts your episodes? Zach. Okay.
Guy.
So Zach, you
I don't
just
know why
have
it
to.
was exactly
You post them sometimes.
No, Zach already has them. I just make them all live.
Okay. Well, Zach does it all. Big ups to you, Zach.
I spend the money.
Good job, Zach. Good job.
No one cares about Daddy spending the money.
But in the description, he has to make sure there's enough keywords in the description that makes you findable. Right. And now it's not just SEO. It's not just search engine optimization. Now it's AIEO, AI engine optimization. Because now people aren't using Google. They're going right to Snapchat. They're going right to ChatGPT or Claude. And Claude is bringing back those links. So now it has to be AI optimized. And then also with the Meta glasses, this is the other thing I learned the other day. Now it has to be voice optimized. So if I'm doing a search, what is the term I'm going to use to try to find your podcast and or themes within your podcast? And now it needs to be voice optimized. So we have to now think of all of these different things in this ecosystem to bring people to us. And it's really easy. YouTube has a YouTube studio. You can look, it will tell you what's doing well and what's not. You just have to sort of remember to go in that back end and be like, are people finding us or not? And then are you guys pointing to, and Zach, you can probably answer this. I'm not looking over my shoulder.
I was like, she didn't even turn.
Zach's over there, but now I'm not on the mic.
But
Zach, I can hear you. Do you tag another video in their video? So would you put another episode
in the shorts?
No, in the long form.
No.
Okay, so do that next time. You can tag another video. So do you watch YouTube a lot?
No.
Okay.
Is that not where you watch your podcast?
Do you just watch YouTube in general? Like YouTube has become like I've canceled everything because my family just watches YouTube. We watch YouTube in our living room.
I watch kid stuff on YouTube.
Well, because you have kids, probably.
But not like the podcast.
So you will see now. Once your podcast episode ends, you can put a tag in the top corner. It's an option that's there, and Zach, I can show you
to like go
to the next video.
I have
so always self promote yourself. Right.
That's what's been missing.
The other thing you guys don't promote.
Seen that before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, where it's like, hey, if you want to know more about this,
click.
Or we talked about dating in this episode. Click on it if you're still interested, and then you get people in your ecosystem. What YouTube does if you don't do that is, what do? They push out a video similar to the theme, but not yours. Because their goal is to keep people on every platform's goal is to keep you on their platform. So if you're not pushing to another episode of yours, YouTube's just going to give me something similar, but not you.
Yeah.
But not you.
Exactly. So you just start,
then
and you
you
can
go
go
to the
back
next
in and do it
person
too. You can do it, and you can do it with the
locks them in
shorts. You could do it with your verticals too. Do you do it with the shorts?
Yeah, do it with the shorts.
Yeah. But you could do it with the long form also.
Y'all taking notes. Okay.
But that's the thing. Like, I think we all just think it's so easy. And then when you get into the weeds of it all, there's so many different little micro things that you can do to actually get audience and to get views and to get eyes on it. You should say every time, hey guys, do me a huge favor. I know you're watching the show, but are you subscribed? Can you just do me a big favor and just press the subscribe button? It takes 2 seconds. Do it more. Like, I get it. But I know to you, it's like, oh my God, we're saying this again. Yeah. Yep, you're saying it again because nobody's hearing you.
We used to always do it at the end.
No, do it in the beginning. Do it in the middle.
I started doing it at the beginning. Like, we're gonna take a quick little break for you guys to just hit subscribe. We did that too.
Like twice.
And then, do you have businesses? Do you have businesses that you're also promoting? Are you entrepreneurs? I know you started a business.
Yeah.
Okay,
I do have a photography business.
Okay, you sort of said it once. Like, oh yeah,
I said it a lot at the beginning. I used to say the unique.
But like promote your own thing. Like, be your own sponsor, right? Be your own sponsor. It's okay.
Yeah,
like, say for 30
you're
seconds.
branding yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, when I stopped, Myron is normally the one who introduces us,
which is perfect because you've led her into it before, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't mind the co-host. I can take a step back. Yeah, run the ship.
But she doesn't. I mean, it's not a 5-minute conversation. It's I have a photography business, and what do you focus on, like Metro Detroit?
I will do anywhere, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fly her out.
Yeah, I'll do anywhere because I mean, I don't care honestly, but I don't just do photography. I have like photo booths and everything too.
I'm saying
I have like a
you gotta be careful.
Booth. I have a 360 photo booth.
You gotta be careful with saying that because you said you'll fly anywhere. Well, with Diddy card.
I'm jumping on a plane. I don't care.
Is this Venmo cash? Like, are we good? Is it in?
Diddy still got money even in prison. He want me to come to the yard, put me on a visitor list.
From what they say,
Diddy
it ain't
put me
much
on
of
a
a
visitor
threat.
list. I'm on the way.
Listen, yeah. She's going to bring a friend and make sure she doesn't get drugged and slathered in baby oil. It's all good.
Survival is all we're here for, okay? Anything else goes.
The CO's going to be there. He in prison.
There you go. So it's all good.
It's good.
He's happy where he's at, okay?
But a lot of people don't promote themselves, right? We're like, why we don't have sponsors or brand deals? It's like, well, you are your own sponsor. It's coming from your pocket. You should have an EIN. I hope you have a separate EIN to cover all this on your taxes because this is its own business.
Yeah, my business is actually a business.
No, but you should. It takes 2 seconds. Do not go through a third party. You can go directly to a .gov site. It takes 5 minutes to fill out the EIN paperwork. And then everything that you've bought, you've purchased, everybody that you're paying as a freelancer is a write-off for your taxes. Right? Like this is a business. Like, so if you did get a sponsorship or a brand deal, they're not going to be paying your personal checking account.
Ain't nobody coming for your money.
The government has been coming for my money. Every check I see, they're always in my pocket. They're always there. Ain't never not been there.
They coming for my money. Who you talking about? I don't know.
Uncle Sam.
But that's the thing, like you have to start thinking about this as a business because that's exactly what it is. It's edutainment or infotainment or just entertainment. And that's okay, but you could help other people do this, right? Like eventually.
Yeah, so
that is a business. So you should have an EIN. And then you just have a launch package.
When people want to ask him questions, how did you get started? Nigga, just buy cameras, buy microphones, and then holler at me. Like,
I know you serious when you bought some stuff.
Okay.
He is so mean to people.
So this is how you monetize that. You become a seller on Amazon or an affiliate on Amazon. You have an Amazon storefront. Everything you have purchased through Amazon goes on that storefront. You have a link. And when somebody says, hey, how do I do this? You say, hey, I have a link on how to start a podcast on my Amazon storefront. Buy through that link and you get commission off of that, right? You're not thinking about how to make money from this. You're just sort of doing the thing and hoping people come to you. That's not, nobody's going to come to you. Nobody's going to be like, oh, I want to like sponsor your show. That doesn't happen. You have to create different verticals to make money from what you're doing. And your knowledge is money. So when somebody comes to you and says, how do I do this? Great. I have an Amazon storefront. You can buy all that. And I also have a starter package. If you'd like me to help you set up your studio, I'd be happy to do that. It costs you this much money. Let me know when you're ready. And that's it. And then you walk away. Your knowledge is money. And people will utilize that over and over again. And it's just like, after a while, it's like, I don't fucking have the time to fucking teach everybody how to do this. Like, watch a YouTube video, right? Like, I don't have the time.
Yeah. He said that people really do ask him a lot because they know, like, I didn't start it. You know, I tell people all the time, like, it was his podcast first. I just joined, you know.
But like, you can monetize that knowledge. You've been doing it long enough. I mean, you said you started before 2015? Was it 2000? Yeah. Right? So like, you need to level up your knowledge and then monetize your knowledge. If people are coming to you, that means there's a need for it. Okay. Yeah. So why don't you make money?
Absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
Because he already picked a great engineer. I feel like Zach.
But Zach can't do everything.
He can't do everything.
Thank you.
But he does. Zach, I feel like we don't give him enough praise on the show because Zach does do a lot.
Zach, what is who's hosting their audio? Is it through Spotify for podcasters?
I don't do the Spotify. Okay. I just do the YouTube. We had the guy doing the Spotify, but he moved to Dallas.
Okay, so where's their RSS feed? Do you know what an RSS feed is? Okay. Your RSS feed is your audio feed for audio podcasts. So I didn't look to see, are you on Apple? Are you on iHeart?
No, I've told you we need to get on
Okay,
Apple.
so that's your RSS feed. That's a completely different platform than your video platform. And I can walk you through all of that. But you would then put that RSS feed and that goes out to everybody. A lot of people, I use Spotify for podcasters because it's free. I know a lot of people are hating on Spotify right now, so I'm probably going to like move it. But that's how it gets to all the audio podcasts that are audio only, no video.
I think the only thing with Spotify is we couldn't see like how many people were really watching us.
I think you can if you go in the back end of it.
I think I did see it.
Because I thought Marcus said he couldn't see it. But
I think I've seen it once.
Yeah.
The one time I logged in.
But there's different ways to do this. And again, like everyone's like, oh, I want to start a podcast. Well, it's an RSS feed. Oh my fucking God.
I heard that
right?
too.
So it's a whole thing. Like it's a whole thing. It's one feed and then it gets pushed out to everybody. And then through whoever you're pushing it out to, you can also, India is a huge podcast country. They love podcasts. They love American podcasts. And so you actually could get traction in other countries aside from America if you have that RSS feed pushed out into their feeds.
I told them that it wasn't just the people in the hood just going to be listening to us.
It's not. It's the weirdest thing.
I feel like the people in the hood are not listening to us.
No, I said those aren't our audience.
No. Well, when I launched my podcast, we were like #1 in Paraguay. I was like, that's amazing. Where the hell is Paraguay? I couldn't tell you where it is on a map. But we're #1. So it's one of those things where you have to start thinking outside of the small bubble because this can become such a bigger thing. Right.
Yeah, we went to a podcast event to try to like see like, you know, oh, can we market here? What can we do? But it was a lot of content creators there.
And they didn't you've given more information than I think they gave, to be honest.
They gave information at the show, but we weren't really watching because we were trying to
networking? Yeah.
They were talking about like how to build your social media. They were talking about.
So do you know why they said that though?
Yeah.
Why?
I just
why
feel
build
like
the social media?
Because that's how you're going to grow. And
right. You can't launch to nobody.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing I think that people don't get. I have somebody right now, she created a course. It's amazing. And she's at the point where like, how do I make my money back? I'm like, well, you have 0 followers. Like you literally have nobody. We should have been creating content this whole time behind the scenes of you creating the course. So people are attached to your why, right? People don't buy the what, they buy the why. They buy your why. Why did you start the podcast? Why are you doing this? That's what they buy into. They don't buy the thing, they buy the why. Yeah. So when you're creating a course and now you're like, I'm going to launch it. Okay, great. It's going to cost you a shit ton of money in advertising because you didn't create a community that supports you and can't wait to see this thing happen. So when you're writing a book, show the behind the scenes. When you're making a film, show the behind the scenes. The lead up to the launch is more important than the launch itself because you're creating this thing, this feeling, this community behind you so that you're not launching to nobody. When you launch to nobody, that's when you're like, oh, we put a podcast episode out. Nobody cares. No, nobody cares. You didn't create super fans. You didn't create. So all you have is your ecosystem, like your small group of people, like Angela, who you'll talk to in a little bit, but we will text each other like, hey, I just posted this video. Can you please give it some love so more people see it? Right. Because the algorithm gets FOMO. So the algorithm, especially in Instagram, when it sees that people are liking it, liking, sharing, saving, and commenting. Commenting has to be more than a fire fucking emoji, right? Like it has to be 5 words or more. That's it legit does. Yes, it absolutely actually does. Because otherwise it either thinks it's AI leaving it or it's not engagement. Engagement isn't a heart or a fire emoji. Engagement is, wow, this is such a great comment. This has changed my life. Does that make sense? Yeah, so absolutely. Now every single one of those is a point. A like, a follow, a share, a save, and a comment is a point. So think of it as a game. So if people are just coming to your page and they're seeing it and they're just swiping and they're not even engaging or liking, that's 0 points. So nobody is seeing that. But if you have enough people in your circle, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, they used to call them back in the day pods of, like, because women, mommy influencers did this with each other. I don't know if you've ever noticed, like the first 5 comments of somebody's page is always the same people because they all had an agreement. Okay, when I post something, please go on there, like it, follow, share, whatever. And so what happens is the algorithm sees it and it's like, oh, wow, people are interested in this. Well, I control who sees it. I push it out. This is how the AI algorithm thinks. And so I'm going to tell not just Oakland County about this. I'm going to tell all of Michigan about this video. And so it will now bump it up. Right. And then all of a sudden you'll get traction on that. And then all of the country will start to see it. That's how stuff goes, quote unquote, viral, is really just interaction.
Views, but we don't get a lot of people.
You're not engaging, but are you engaging back too? Right. You have to tell people.
Say like one word back though.
You gotta say something more back.
I feel like we get more comments on Facebook.
Yeah, but when we comment back, I don't comment as long as like maybe somebody's wrote to me. So then that keeps us at that 1 point, right? Like, and then
like comment back of like, oh, yeah, you think this conversation was great. You should check out the conversation about dating we talked about 2 weeks ago. Here's the link.
I have done
it. We have done that.
Right. So you have to, I think that we all sort of just like, here's the thing. And then we walk away.
Yeah,
and we
I
think
try that like to go on YouTube and
no magic is going to happen. You have to market organically as much as possible.
I felt like that was a thing, but I didn't know it was like 5 or more words. I thought like engagement, like or whatever, like emojis, not engagement.
Not anymore. And you'd actually need words now. Okay. Yes. Yeah, they're going to change it again too. It's the most frustrating thing every time. You're just like, wait, what's the game we're playing now? So when you see it as a game,
is there anywhere that you can go to like just outline these new rules?
Instagram pushes them out all the time. Make sure you're following Instagram and make sure you're following Angela. Who's the head of Instagram? What's his name? Look him up. So you can follow him too. He'll come out all the time and say, okay, this is what we're doing now. Like when they introduced Threads.
Yeah.
They love Threads. And like, if you're high enough in the creator sphere, they contact you and they will have conversations with you. So I've had multiple conversations with a Meta rep saying, hey, we love what you're doing. Why don't you think about using this? Are you using edits? Is one of the conversations they had with me because they love that you use their editing platform before you push it out onto Instagram. So even if you use like CapCut to edit, or you're using Blackmagic, or you're using another editing system, before you finalize anything or even add captions, throw it in Instagram edits and just add something onto it, change something, add the music in edits, because I believe it does give you a little bit of credit that like, oh, they use edits with this, right? And they'll push it out a little bit more. So yeah, there's all these little tricks that they literally will just tell you to do. They love Threads. So utilize Threads, put your video on Threads, push out a poll on Threads. Hey guys, we talked about whatever today, dating today, or whatever it is. Put a poll every time you like throw out a new episode and let people battle it out in Threads. You have to utilize, they give it to you for free. Wow. Right? They give you lives, they give you carousel posts, they give you posts, they give you reels, they give you threads. But how many are you utilizing? You're not. You're just throwing a reel up and like, bye, watch our next episode. Like nobody's going to do that. You're like, think of it like fishing, right? You're using the wrong lure and you're using no bait. Exactly. Right. No bait. It's the hardest thing. Because like to me, so you guys you're hustling, you're showing up, you're doing the thing, but are you wasting your time if you're not doing the rest? Right? Like, does it matter that you're doing all of this if no one's watching it? Right? Like I always think like if the tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, did it actually fall? Right? Like, did it actually happen? And so when we don't have marketing dollars, we are forced to do organic stuff. So you should be following a ton of different podcast groups on Facebook. You should be posting in those, post a question you don't even care what the answer is. Like, hey guys. You did?
Yeah.
You did? Were you arguing that?
Yeah, they kicked me out. They said, they wanted to more so give advice for equipment to start a podcast, but they didn't want to promote anybody's podcast.
They don't. Some of them, so you have to follow the rules. Yeah. Some of them say no promotion. You can create curiosity through your posts. So because of what you posted and the question, and I'm curious, I'm going to click on your Facebook page. I'm going to want to see. You don't even understand how many follows I've gotten just because I've left really engaging comments on other people's profiles that are bigger than I am. Those are the best because people that they see that comment and they're like, oh, fuck yeah, I agree with that too. They'll either follow you on the spot or they'll go to your account and be like, who is she? And then that's why your Instagram feed is so important because that's your calling card. That's your like, oh shit, I like this stuff.
That's why we need to post more shorts.
Shorts. There is a whole audience of just shorts.
I was gonna feel like people are just so used to like the quick scroll, right?
Yes.
Like,
so there is a podcast. I think it's called Subway Talk or something that does not do long form. He just does the long form just for the shorts. Doesn't even post the full episode.
Just cuts
Everything is just cut up because he realized there is a whole audience that is huge on just short form and you will never get them to YouTube. You are not going to get a TikToker to leave TikTok to go onto YouTube to watch your episode, but they'll go to your page and they'll flip through TikTok, all of your clips.
Not watching it. It's not video.
No, it's very hard to convert somebody from TikTok to like go to somewhere else. Plus TikTok will suppress. If you say, hey, go to my YouTube for more, they will immediately. Every platform wants you on their platform. So you would have to say like, go to my YT. And even that they probably suppress now too, which is such a pain in the ass. It's crazy.
If I said we're fooling with Rachel today. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe right now. With that being said,
exactly, and it's free.
Saying, like I don't.
But for everybody watching, like,
I thought you were. I was like,
no, I was just saying, like,
what time is it though?
12.
Okay, it's just for those people though. It's Zach can edit right here. Ready? For those people though, for like she's saying, like and subscribe. It's free. It's free. It costs you nothing to like and subscribe, and it can change their lives. Right? Imagine, like, I think you're hovering almost at 500 subscribers. Like, imagine if you can get to thousands just by saying over and over again, hey guys, like, do me a huge favor, like and subscribe. It costs you nothing. It's free to subscribe. We'd love to see you again.
You have the power to change a poor kid's life.
But you do.
I told you we should do that commercial. I told you
actually
I told him I was going to bring my baby and everything.
You should.
And there was a couple commercials we were supposed to shoot.
Because my baby, he says it all the time, like,
like and subscribe. To have him say like and subscribe. But it's like, and it's the most frustrating thing because I went through this with my own family who wouldn't like my stuff, wouldn't subscribe. And I was like, it fascinates me, the people that don't support you.
Oh yeah, we talk about that all the time. Like the people that you think would support you, they never do.
Never do.
And it'll be like, people that don't even know you.
But people need to understand that when they're going to launch anything, even if it's a podcast or a book or whatever, the people closest to you are not going to buy it. I
said that. I was like, I'm not worried about these people right here. I need everybody else anyways.
Yes.
So I was like, you guys, I don't care if you do. You're here with me. I need everybody else out there too.
Right. Yeah. It would be nice if they did though. Yeah, because again, it gives that algorithm that bump. It's just that automatic bump. Like Zach, are you liking the episodes after you post them?
I don't even think he posts.
Are you liking the verticals? Are you liking the short form when you post?
Oh yeah. But I mean,
no, on your own page, on your own.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, with the aspect of it's not cool to like the stuff that it's not popular to like.
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
nobody's judging you. Just fucking like it and leave the first comment. It doesn't matter.
I like every single episode. Yeah. And if, like I said, if I see somebody comment, I'll comment from my personal YouTube. like,
Perfect.
oh, you know, thank you for
Yes.
watching. Oh, I'm glad. I didn't even think about it like that. You know, like if they like give their, you know, I do. I feel like I do give them more than a sentence because I feel like
people like to be validated.
Yeah.
It's the most fascinating
always telling
thing. Like
them,
if they
you know,
took their
thank you
time
for
to write
watching.
something, I will try to take my time to write something
I
back.
always tell them thank you for watching. If they give us input on something, like I said, it may be like, oh, you know, I didn't even look at it like that.
Right.
You
You
know,
can also poll people for like what topics do you think we should be doing?
I was
Here's
just
the
about to say
5.
that.
Right.
I ask them all the time, like, you know, if there's anything you think we should talk about, let me know. We'll talk about it on the next episode.
But also to utilize your Instagram stories, right? People don't want to have to think for you. So you give them options. Hey, on our next episode, we're going to talk about A or we're going to talk about B. Which do you guys want to hear about more? And all they have to do is just click. It takes them 2 seconds. And then you say, everybody on our Instagram said, we want to talk about this. So if you want to make sure that you vote for next week's, you know, whatever, make sure you're following us on Instagram here. We post the poll every Monday. It's the craziest thing when you get into it, but when you get a system down, you know, okay, every Monday we're going to post the poll because we're going to record a video on Wednesday. Like it just starts to move so much easier. And I think that you guys just have to get over that like hump of, oh, I do have to market myself. It just is what it is. It's just the reality. And you have to interact and you have to do all the things. It's overwhelming at first.
It's a part of that job. It's a part of that.
It's your job.
That drive, that what you want,
100%.
Yeah, like we wear our shirts all the time. But
I have 1,000.
But do you
okay,
know
but
how
does the
many,
shirt have you have the QR code?
So our
Perfect.
shirts have the QR
Yes.
code. These our newer ones have the QR code.
Do you put the QR code on the back so I can scan it without being embarrassed and not having to talk to you?
I told you that. I said that to you.
I told you that you want it on the sleeve.
That was the
100%. My idea was I want it on the back in like the corner.
See, no, I told him if I was gonna put
like-
it smack. I just told him. I told you I was gonna do it big.
Nice and big.
Yeah.
So I don't have to be like, because I'm not going to ask you. I'm too embarrassed to, but I kind of am curious what the fuck is he wearing. Right. So I'll click the QR code and I'll be like, oh, that actually looks fun. And then maybe I'll subscribe.
Yeah, like I said, I was thinking about it.
Get
a small one at the bottom.
No, this business is not cool. It is so like ill to promote yourself. I get it, but like, how else are you going to grow?
I don't mind promoting myself.
See, good. If you're not going to do it, no one else is.
I think liars are really good at marketing.
Liars are great marketers. Liars never accomplish anything. Like it's like
they don't accomplish anything.
No, liars, people who lie. Most of the time, they just figured out how to market something they've never done. So think about coaches who coach coaches to coach coaches, but they've never coached anybody or created a successful business. They just got money because they coach coaches. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And they just figured out, oh, here's the marketing niche that works. Here's the perfect hook, the body, and the call to action.
Never put into action at all.
No, you just have to be able to coach those coaches on how they should grow their business.
You
don't actually,
because I market our podcast and the fact that I actually make t-shirts.
I love that, but you didn't mention that. You're like,
you started talking. I was going to get to. No, I'm telling you, like people.
So what's the business
the
page? If I wanted a shirt,
_visual.expressions with an X on Instagram.
Okay. So then Zach's going to have to put up a little graphic.
He normally does put up a little. He normally puts the little pop up on there. Yeah, but I'm saying like I get this particular shirt. A lot of people are like, "Oh my god, I really like that shirt." I'm like, "Really? I made this. I make custom shirts, and this is my podcast." If you want I mean, no, I had to like do all of that. The picture, and I had to make that bigger. Yeah, don't.
My chest.
Are you using Canva? What are you using?
I
love Canva.
Yeah, I do a lot of designing. Like I make like my son plays football, and I'll make like custom shirts. Like
I love that.
Have the numbers, and his picture will be coming out the number. Yeah, I do like a lot of little.
I love
stuff
it.
like
So she has a whole business.
yeah, because I do custom chip bags and the water bottle labels and the
Where
candy.
the wrap snacks?
I made somebody wrap snacks, but it was a chip bag. It was like a guy was.
But when
wrapping
you're
up-
doing that, you need to go live. Like go live, show people when you're doing it and when you're wrapping stuff.
Because it's so time. Because I don't think people realize how time consuming it is.
Okay, so the other thing that is the most fascinating with this whole social media thing is I won't watch a 30-second video, but I will sit and watch somebody on a live. Sometimes it's because I'm cooking and I want somebody to keep me company. Sometimes I'm doing something and I just like want somebody live there. So I think that what you would find is the more live you go, all of a sudden you'll curate a whole other audience of people that will watch you live. And it's the weirdest thing. Again, they won't watch a 7-second video or a 30-second video, but they'll watch you live because we are curious. We are born voyeurs. We want to see what other people are doing. Yep. And especially when you're doing something with your hands, my ADHD brain like loves that. So you don't even have to put your face on. You just do an overhead camera shot of you putting stickers on the water bottles over and over again, and just talk to people. Just talk about what your life's going on in your life.
The water bottles is not as time consuming as the chips because I like crimp the bag. I like cut
but that's ASMR too.
Yeah,
like the crimping the bag, you can do a whole ASMR video. So there's so many different ways to reach different audiences, and then you're all of a sudden, oh, by the way, I have a podcast. By the way, just make sure you subscribe. Hey, I'm a single mom trying to fucking make this shit work. Subscribe, it can change my life.
Yeah, my sister is a chef, and every time she cooks, she has our QR code. And she tell them if they click the QR code, that she'll give them, I think she said like 5%.
We're doing this
so
now.
the reason why that's hard.
She does that.
Oh. Yes, she does. No, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't watch your sister's videos, apparently.
He doesn't listen to me.
So I am in the garage doing the tooling part,
No,
okay,
like
all through the week.
Are you going live when you're tooling on cars, though? No, right? So there's so many different things. And how long did it take me to set up that camera that I'm like recording myself on, if it's still recording? 5 seconds. Yeah. It takes 5 seconds. And then you press go live and it counts you down 3, 2, 1, and then you're live. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody cares. And actually, the more not perfect it is, and the more shitty it is,
wait till you see my
people
garage.
love it. But that's great. Give me a garage tour. And you don't have to go on for that long. You can just do 20 minutes and then it's posted and it's done. You're done for the day with content. So the issue with the QR code, though, is if I'm watching it on my phone, I can't screenshot a QR code on my phone. Right. Do you know what I'm saying? So just make sure she also gives out. This is like her in
person.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
that's
like she'll be like at an event.
No,
cooking.
I love that.
Yeah, she'll be like at an event cooking and she'll make them do that. And
I love that.
5% off or something like that.
And that make people, when you meet people, so when the next time you go to like a creator con or something, literally on the spot, hey guys, make sure like this is my page. Follow, like follow it, right?
That's where all.
And then I'll follow you back.
Talk to everybody.
But a lot of people just don't do that. Like, no, on the spot, follow me now. I will follow you back, and then I screenshot.
We go to
hit that button.
So he's into cars. We'll go to car shows.
That's cute.
And I will literally like if they're admiring his car, I'm like, oh, you like his car? And I'm like, okay.
Jocking.
I'm like, well, we actually got a podcast.
But that's the perfect way to do it. I don't know if you've ever listened to people that like work together and sell together. So like she can do the pitch, right? So like you're just doing your thing, but it's great because then she does the close, right? So you bring them in and then she closes them. And it's great. And you just do it or as organically as you're doing it right now. And it's perfect because you know you're not great at giving them the business, but you're great at being you, which brings them in. And then she's like, I'm going to fucking close this. Like, follow us, subscribe.
Because he has our little QR code right on the side of his car. And they're all looking inside. And I'm like, while you're looking in there, hit that QR code.
Right.
And he was just watching me just laugh. He's like laughing because literally every person that I noticed that I was standing right there looking at that car, I asked them to
But it's also a conversation that you never know what it's going to lead to, right? You have no idea. And if you just don't open your mouth and you're just like, oh, whatever. Like we have this thing and I feel like it's just gross to talk about. No one else is going to promote it.
It's like we're all here on the world, like at this one time together, right? Like the people that were born in the 1800s, they're not here. We're not here.
No.
But we're here with all these people and we don't communicate with them.
No.
I'm like, I think we're all here for a reason right now. Everybody.
Yeah.
Because you're like, right? Yeah, we're all here on the. I was looking like, no, we're not. You invited me here. That's the only reason.
That is how she was looking like.
What?
She was like, you're barking up the wrong tree over here.
But yeah, so I think everybody's special, like in like some weird way.
That and we're going through a loneliness epidemic. So because people just don't have money to go out with their friends anymore. I can't go to a bar and like buy drinks. Are you kidding me? I can't go to a restaurant. Nobody can afford this shit. So these parasocial relationships are really important. So especially when you're out and meet, like someone did come out of their house, they bought a ticket to do something. Utilize that time because it took who knows what to get them out of their house, who knows what to buy the ticket. So utilize that time. We are literally going through a loneliness epidemic. We have people that are not leaving their houses, not buying anything, not seeing their friends.
Because we got a live show coming up soon, Rachel. We're gonna
you do?
We're going to be doing a live show.
Do you not know this?
You don't know about Rachel.
We spoke about it. Is there a date set? No,
Don't
this is like
let
when girls
her
get
be.
engaged and there's no a date for a wedding. Like, yeah, we spoke
We
about
don't
doing
have
live.
a date. I didn't say in 2 weeks. I said soon.
I think it's great.
Soon as
But
happens.
like, start
for sure.
talking about it.
Yeah,
Because
get
again, you can't launch to
Rachel,
nobody.
Rachel, we've already talked about
no,
this.
but you got to talk about it like out loud.
We have. So we've even talked to
You
different
wanna say what we're
spaces.
doing now?
Okay.
Where it's gonna be at?
We don't know yet.
No, we're speaking everything into existence.
Okay.
But that's
We're
beautiful.
trying
We
to
love
have
that.
it at the Diamondback.
Diamondbacks. Well, it's not saloon.
It's not a saloon anymore.
It's
Just
a
the Diamondback.
music hall. Music hall.
Oh, it's music hall.
So I know the owners.
Ryan. We met Ryan.
Ryan.
We're waiting on Ryan to call us back.
Okay, let me know if you need me to talk to Ryan.
We need you
after
to
this
talk to
show.
Ryan because he's like not getting back.
He's a very busy boy.
Yeah. So
And I'm very proud
we know
of
it's
him.
2 guys. We only met Ryan. though.
Christopher's his brother, the magician.
But we did talk to him about it, and that's why I said soon because we don't know if they're going to let us have it there, and if they're not, fine,
they
we're going to
are.
find somewhere.
You'll
else.
find somebody.
Yeah.
That's fine.
They might not.
Because we have.
But like your job is still. He's not going to market it for you. Your job is still to
Oh
sell
yeah,
the
no,
tickets.
we don't need him
Sell
to market.
tickets.
So
for us.
like. Again, it falls on your shoulders
If he
to
opens
just
that
be
door, we
prepared.
gotta fill the door.
100%.
Fill the-
Exactly.
that's all we need. That's all we need.
And
is
then
for
are
him
you
to
going to
say,
go live? Zach,
gonna
are you
go-
going to do a live feed?
Yes.
We're gonna buy a better computer.
We're gonna
already
go.
$500
We're
on
gonna
the pot.
go live, and I think we're gonna probably.
I love that.
So,
But that's fun. And just like make sure that the door tickets need to just be so that people are accessible, right? It's not about making money. Like your goals should be $0 made. The goal is this is a marketing event and any money put towards that is marketing dollars because you're promoting the show.
Yeah, that's what
you're
we're
not
trying to
at
do.
the level of like, oh, we're going to make money
paying
yet.
ourselves
You're
now.
paying. No,
Paying into the business.
You're
We
paying
know
into
we're
the
not
business.
at that point. We know.
So just
we're not.
know, like, it's a marketing.
gas
It's for marketing.
A gas card.
That'd be nice.
But like
nice,
you can sell
right?
shirts there, right? You can also
told him
take
that.
pre-orders.
I'll
So
sell
like
100
there's
shorts. I get you a $25 gift card.
Because we got two different style shirts.
It's like Mary Kay.
Yeah, we got a couple different styles.
but like you can do pre-orders because you also don't want to be stuck with too much merch because that's
Right.
the other thing a lot of people do. That's why I love drop shipping because I don't have to have stock. You just order it from my storefront, but then it drop ships to your house and I don't actually have to place the order, put it in a pack. Yeah. It's such a pain in the ass. They take a large chunk, but it's like, it's so worth it to me in the long run. So, but again, it cuts into her business, but also she's going to have to then to buy all the shirts. Nobody ever knows what fucking size it's going to sell. Right.
that's what I'm thinking. Like we could sell shirts, but it's like hard to have.
extra
10
small to
large,
like what,
extra-
4X, 5X?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. It's hard.
and then
you
you
don't wanna
always,
be
I'm
stuck
always
with
the
all
one
of
that's
them.
like disappointed. I'm like, do you have a 2X? Nobody ever has a fucking 2X. So I'm always just like,
That's all we
luck
got.
today.
Oh yeah, that's all we got. I think. Right.
right. Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, that's
so
all we got over
yeah, it's one of those situations where you really have to decide, okay, how much can we spend in hard costs, and like, can we do it for the least amount? And yeah, generally you can. It may not be the vision that you had for it, but that's okay.
Yeah, but I
It's
feel
marketing.
like everybody that
marketing
we've
still,
told
yeah.
about the live show was like, really? Please tell us the date. So that's why we're like,
So don't get too sucked into that. Because it's always going to be those people that are not going to buy the tickets.
that's true.
The people who want the
They're
shirts
supporting
are
them.
not going to buy the shirts, right? And Angela knows this too, right? You're going to she created a whole line of clothes, and the people you think are going to buy it are not the people that are going to buy it. So just don't disappoint yourself when you're like, wait, these are the people that told me I should do this, and I'm doing it, and I put money into it, and now they're not coming. It's like, ugh.
So I've
Don't disappoint
learned that
yourself.
the people closest to you don't really like. They don't support the
No.
way that you would want them to support.
No, because they think you're making money. They
Yeah.
just, because you're not saying like, oh, this making $0, right? The more honest you are though with people, like, listen, I need to fill this space up. Please just do me a huge
Yeah,
favor.
I've been doing photography for 7 years. I could count on one hand how many people that I know.
that actually
has
booked you as their
booked me.
photographer for family pictures. I
love
totally
Yep.
that.
And
get
then
it.
I'll see
Never
them get
booked
family
it.
pictures by somebody else, and I'm like, damn, they didn't come to me.
So then-
Yeah,
And
you know?
it hurts, but also it's just like, well, I didn't have that open conversation of like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what I do. I'd love the
No, I
work.
talk to everybody about it.
See, I don't. I've always been like, oh God, I do this thing.
I talk to
And-
everybody about it. I do.
But you're in the right frame of mind. I'm trying to get there because to me, if you have something that you are so proud of and can help people, then you should be shouting it from the fucking rooftops.
And then
but
let
there's
me
so
tell
many
you,
of
when
us
I
that are
go
just
to
like
an event to like for my photo booth, because I can talk more when I do the photo booth.
yeah, because you've got that time in between.
I have met so many like amazing people that's like, oh my God, I met like this DJ and he was like, why don't you come DJ with me? And I'm like, okay, shit, you gonna teach me? Like, if you gonna teach me. But I'm like, if you get a wedding and they're looking for a photo booth, refer me. Like, I do stuff like that. If you're if you get a wedding and they need a photographer, let me know. Like, I'm always doing stuff like that. Or like, if somebody will book me for one photo booth, I'll say, hey, just so you know, I do photography also. I have this photo
I love
booth on.
that.
I always do.
So now we just need to get you to.
Well, no, they get on my nerves immediately. Don't want to pay for my services. I'm like, I just go home. I work on my own cars.
No.
That's what happens with the car world. It's like they want you to do everything for free,
nothing.
off, because you're good at. Oh, well, you're good at it, so you shouldn't be charging me. I'm like, you're paying me for the knowledge and the skill. You're paying me for that.
Yes.
Because I can do
And
it
that's
right.
with everything.
But they don't. Yeah, that's
And people don't get that. A lot of people don't monetize their brain. But that's a whole other YouTube channel for you. That niche would make you more money than this podcast will. FYI.
Now to think about it, I'm like, you are right.
Yeah,
Nobody
cars
can
and we own a construction company. My stuff's fine, but anything I posted with my husband, it does 10 times better. And I'm like, why the fuck am I not just posting shit about my husband all the time?
Yeah.
Like, no one gives a shit about my stuff, but like his stuff.
And you said your husband does what?
We own a construction company.
Oh, okay.
So like construction and cars, it's a great niche. It's a monetizable niche, and you'll get brand deals and sponsorships before this ever will.
I was able to get Zach to come over here and set these cameras up in the basement.
'Cause you're gonna
but
fix
never
his
in the
car?
garage. Never in the garage.
Set
You
your
can-
own camera up
Please.
in the garage.
You don't need just one
You know how-
camera.
so this is how my brain works. When I'm like, I want to work on something, I want to work on something. I'm not thinking about other people. I'm not thinking, and it sucks. Because I'll
just
think
do
about it and be
it.
like, nah, this is going to be quick anyways.
No, it's 5-minute video. How to change something in the car.
How to wax the car.
How to
When
whatever.
he was waxing the car the other day, I said, oh, I never knew that wax even looked like that. I never waxed my car. He said, you haven't? I said, no, I don't wax my car.
But that's like one camera, put a microphone on, and you're done. Just roll. Go.
Because that was pretty interesting watching you do that, use that little thing to wax the car. I was like, okay, Mr. Miyagi.
Oh, this looks crazy.
Wax off. Wax off.
And then do it live. Like you can do YouTube live. You can go Instagram live. You can go do TikTok live. Do it live because then you're not thinking about the post-production. The post-production is the pipeline that everyone gets stuck on. How many videos do you have on your camera roll, right? So if you're going to outsource anything, outsource editing. You can hire editors in the Philippines or in India. They are pennies on the dollar to editors here. And you can literally give them your iCloud link and be like, look, I did this car video today. I went live. It's posted. Can you take my live and cut it up into shorts? Yep.
So Demisha that's in my inbox, she's real?
Some of them are, yes. Oh. Yeah. I have there's a website.
You never told me about
There's a website that I go on to hire people, freelancers in the Philippines. And it's a tax write-off. They are a freelancer. You don't have to 1099 them. They don't need a W-2. It's a completely different way to write it off, but it's still an expense. And so for those of you that are like looking at this, that are like, oh my God, I have hundreds of videos in my like camera roll because I don't have time to edit. What is your time worth?
Putting y'all up on game.
Right? So like, what is your time worth? Can you afford a $10 video? Can you afford a $15 edit? Yeah. It may not be the best edit in the world, but you have to train them on how you speak, how you like your edits to be. And honestly, we're in a numbers game. The more videos you post, and without marketing dollars, because you don't have that, like organic reach is everything. You have to do 3 videos a day, according to Gary Vee. Your 3 videos should be a viral video. So you don't have to fucking dance, but there's tons of different viral audio out there that would still apply to you, right? Like
I think
do
we
a
should
viral
dance.
video.
I'm not dancing.
But that would be funny if she's dancing and you're just standing there like, I'm not.
That's what I'm
doing
going to do.
that. That's fine, but that's organic. That's real. So some sort of a viral video that brings them in, some sort of a personality video, right? Just fun, short clip. And then the third is like the business, right? Follow us. This is what we do. That will do the worst. It will not do gangbuster numbers, but the people that stayed through your other 2 videos to figure out who you are, that's your P1. That becomes your main audience of people that are actually interested in this part. So but to do, imagine trying to do 3 videos a day. Like, right? it's hard. People get overwhelmed. So it's easier just to sort of outsource it to somebody and say, here's
your brain about to explode.
Man, I'm like, all the things I'm about to be thinking about before I go to sleep now. Like,
now you're going to have him calling me in the middle of the night, Rachel,
thing.
like, I just came up with an epiphany.
But like, that's good though, right? Because when we get stagnant with the energy, it's like, why are we even doing this? Why are we even doing this?
yeah.
That's the worst place to be in. You spent time, you spent money, you spent energy on
And
this.
then you're asking yourself,
And you're like, wait, why are we doing this? Like, I'm bored. So that every time you can like level up a thing and then you see the actual feedback, like, oh shit, she's right. People are subscribing because we told them to subscribe. Like, it changes the energy and it gives you that little bit of like, oh, now let's do the live show. Oh, now let's do this. Right. That's all you need is that little push. Yay.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This
Much
has
for
been,
coming. I did not think that you were ever going to come on here. Not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, everybody who thought this was boring, because like I know you guys don't talk like this, but
I know, and I thought he was lying too. I was like, you God. I'm like, okay.
What was I lying?
We'll see. He's like, no, I really meant Rachel at the social media store. I was like, when? What day? And he was like, no, it wasn't the day that I ended up coming late.
Yeah,
Or was it
you
that
came
other
late,
day?
yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to get them to stay, but they didn't.
we had to go.
They didn't
Yeah,
believe you existed.
So
I was like, yeah,
Let's
your
go.
co-host. Okay.
I had to work.
Ooh, you
No,
were
I get
cold.
it. It's
Yeah,
totally
I had to.
fine.
I actually had to. I left work early
Angela.
that day, right? Oh yeah, I got rolled up that day.
She did get rolled.
That sucks.
I got rolled up that day and I left right after the write up.
But that's the right. We love that. But that's the right thing to like. Keep getting out and keep doing what you're doing. Like it will gain traction. Oh, imagine like you're on this hill, like you're driving up the hill, right? And you don't really know where the fucking hill's gonna end. Like, when the fuck is this uphill gonna end? And then all of a sudden, one day you're like on this downturn, right? And then you're like, oh, now we can coast, right? You're not coasting yet. You're on the uphill still.
know
But if
we're
you
on the
give
uphill,
up,
As steep as your hand is right
but like it feels that way sometimes, right? Where you're like, what is
I was gonna say it's like a 90 degree right now.
right? Like, and you feel like you're on that like roller coaster where it's like chick, and you're like, this is never gonna. Oh my
I hate
god,
roller coasters.
I hate them too. But that's how it feels. And so, if you give up, for those of you that are like thinking about it, like if you don't do it, then you'll never know. If you give up, then you never know. You never know when that downturn's coming. And it may not look the way that you anticipated. You may not be making millions of dollars from this, but there may be little shoot offs with your business, with actually doing something else that people are probably even more interested in, which is the car niche, that you're like, oh shit, I fucking had no idea I could do this. And you don't know until you start trying.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some meta glasses.
Don't. Oh God, no.
I feel like that'd be an easy way for me to record while I'm
It
doing a
is. You're
photo
right. If you're
shoot.
recording, just don't go out and do it.
Oh.
There's just something about like it's because you can literally look people up. Like there are people buying Meta block glasses, especially women. So like imagine there's the creepy dude. He can figure out who you are just from your facial recognition. Right. So there's like a whole other world with like the AI and the Meta glasses. But yes, you're but you being able to shoot content, like when you're doing your stickers on your things.
No, I was thinking like doing an
Yes.
event and
being in public and not telling people that you're recording.
that people
Very
get
creepy.
weird about it.
I mean,
But,
not
like,
really.
You're
Not
in
really.
public, you legally
Oh,
can
I mean,
do
it's-
it.
it's- right
I'm
now.
saying it's no privacy in public. Like,
No, but that's
just
the
what
thing.
it
He's
is.
right. You technically there is.
like I meant
All
like
the
you know
creeps
setting
know
up the
that.
photo booth
All
and
the
stuff like that
creeps.
because I will be able to just like you know look while I'm because setting the photo booth
You
is a lot
can,
too.
yes.
You know.
But like, because you want people to feel comfortable, I would just say, hey, can I just record you really quickly behind the scenes stuff? Or you just leave your camera up and you just press record as they come in and they come out. And just say, I'm recording behind the scenes. Is that cool?
Oh, you good?
I thought we were ending it.
We are. Wrap it up.
That's
Let's
right,
go, Myron.
All right. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been Toolin and Foolin. I'm
Like,
LSX.
comment, subscribe.
Yeah, I was going to give you, like, you all.
He's
Oh,
going
I
to
thought
lead you
you-
into
Yeah, I was
it.
gonna
I
give
thought okay. I
everybody-
didn't know. I thought you were just like bye. We're out of here.
I was saying bye. I'm done, deuces. Go.
I'm uniquely _Brittany.
That's her.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, subscribe right now.
Go
Click
watch
link
2
below.
videos. Turn them on all your TVs in the house. Even the ones that are in the corner, you don't even use them, or just turn it on.
Yeah, let it run. Just let it run. We love
It's
it.
something else that has nothing
Another
to do with me.
podcast. See,
It did. It's exactly what it did.
Right? But is it you?
It's not me at all.
Nope, it's not.
I actually inboxed that guy. Because I tried to say like check out our podcast. He's
Yeah.
another like big content person. It was Funny Marco.
Funny Marco.
Is that his name?
Funny Mike.
Marco. It's not
Marco.
Funny Mike. It's like Marco.
Funny Mike's a different guy. But
All right.
Rachel?
And if they want to follow me at producer Rachel, Giordano is on Instagram, TikTok, and then YouTube is the Producer Rachel Show. It's very
Thank you,
easy.
Rachel, for all
And then
your
I'm
information.
assuming all the links will be in the description.
It will.
Yeah.
I'll send them all to you.
Send the list.
Yes, I'll write it for you.
Thank you. Yes. Just like AI.
Toolin and Foolin, yeah, we laughing on the mic though.